Well, good morning, folks, or good evening, I should say. My name is Steve Rennie. I am the Ren Man, and I am a longtime music professional, former rock manager, record label exec, concert promoter. Now, music mentor to aspiring artists and music professionals around the world. And I run a little website called renmanmusicandbusiness.com, where we share all kinds of information about the business. Lots of people are asking questions all the time. They want to know how to get things done. One of the most important and often asked questions that comes my way is, how do you meet people in the music business? And I think everybody knows that if you're going to do something big in the music business, no matter how talented, no matter how energetic you are, you're likely going to need some help. So finding the people that can help you and connecting with them is one of the most important talents that you'll need to either have or develop if you want to be successful. The best way to hook up with people is to first figure out who it is that can actually help you. And there's some great ways to do that, but they all come back to the same old principle you learned back in grade school, which is do your homework. For me, I like to keep up to speed still with good old Billboard magazine, the venerable Billboard magazine. Been reading it since back in college. I remember used to ditch class every once in a while to go to Doheny Library and pull out Billboard magazine so that I could keep up to speed with what was going on in the business. And I was just dreaming back then. I wasn't doing much. Anyway, it's a great, great resource. And while it still is, it has that old school magazine feel, which I love, and I still get it delivered every Saturday to my driveway. I spend most of my time these days with the online version of Billboard magazine, like so many things. I read newspapers incessantly. If you're ever up early in the morning, anytime after 4:30, you know who to talk to. It's me. I'm up reading the newspapers, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, all the stuff about the world. But when I want to talk about the music business, it's Billboard magazine. All kinds of great stuff. If you haven't spent any time there, go to billboard.com. You got your news, you got your Hot 100, you got your top 200 charts, videos, all kinds of things on there that are of note. But this week, I thought of something that actually caught my eye, which kind of dovetails with this whole idea of how do you meet the people in the business. Every year, the Billboard magazine folks do these power player lists, the top 100 execs, the top 50 under 50, 40 under 40, 30 under 30. And it's a great way to keep up with the players in the business. That top 100 list has a lot less change in it, but these 40 under 40 lists actually has a little bit of dynamic appeal to it because people are coming in and out of the picture. So it's a great place for you to sit there and start identifying who the players are, the same way you would open up the sports section and find out who the leaders in hitting and shooting and all of that kind of stuff are. You'll find people from all corners of the business here. You've got, let me just show you that up a little bit bigger here for you. You got this gentleman, Adam Lambert, 36. He works at a record label. You got Chris Anacuti, Epic Records, a project manager at Parkwood Entertainment here. Jane Bell, she works at Warner Chappell Music Publishing. You'll need a music publisher along the way. Another gal, Amanda Berman Hill, 33. For folks that think that women can't be doing something big in the music business, please note how many young, successful women are on this list here. Will Blumenfield is a partner at Modest Management. I haven't met Will, but his boss is an old friend of mine, Mr. Richard Griffiths. Eileen Crowley, Def Jam Recording, another Mildred Delamota. I got to meet some of these gals here. Waleed Diab, who's at Google YouTube. Used to be all record business. Now they're kind of mingling in this tech space, which is great. Melanie Dominguez in there. Josh Easler works at Arista Nashville. Justin Eshak, Columbia Records. That mid-30s period, folks, too, when I think about my own career, at that point in your career, you've actually started to figure out what's working in the music business and what isn't. And you start to do more of the things that are working, a little less of the stuff that didn't. So interesting to see these folks doing it. JP Evangelista, 30 years old. He's kind of a youngster there. Matthew Ferrigno, Walter Fry, all kinds of great people. So if I'm a young person out there in the music business trying to get connected, I'm going to go out and start doing some homework on the music business with a specific emphasis on who those players are. Now, while we're on the subject of players, I have two young sons. One at SC, who's now Been there for a third year. He's studying the music business. He's also just recently on his own got an internship in the A&R department over at Warner Brothers Record. My oldest son, Matt, who you've seen on our web show, is quite the creative type himself. He's a great video director, photographer, editor, and all of that kind of stuff. He's out looking for a gig as well. So the people that are really starting to show some signs are these 30 under 30 players. And I'm going to try to reach out to some of these folks and see if I can get an interview with them. One person in particular is this gentleman, Pat Corcoran, who's 26. He's the manager of Chance the Rapper. I fucking love the fact that Chance the Rapper is building a career outside the mainstream of the business, which that's for most folks, that's more fantasy than reality. You got a youngster here, Justin Lubliner, 26 years old, already starting a record label. Miles Shear, who manages one of my new favorite artists, Kygo, and so forth. So anyway, if you want to go out and do something big in this music business, folks, go out there and do your homework. Identify who the players are, and then it's up to you to find a way to connect with them. Now, I'll tell you something. If you watch this video and want to send me a note to Renman, R-E-N-M-A-N, at renmanmb.com, if you send me a little note, I'll send you along a little link to a PDF that we came up with about how to write a great professional email guaranteed to get the attention of the people on the other end of that phone. That's our little tip for today. Do your homework. Be a networking animal, folks, and fuck the gatekeepers. You're going to hear a lot of no's. You get the list and start going through it. My name is Steve Rennie. I am the Renman, and this is Ask Renman. See you later.